What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Ming Mo Show. So I have kind of a deep thought-provoking topic that I want to talk about. If you are not religious and religion kind of is not your thing, or you get offended because someone has a different religion belief than you and you get offended about it, you might want to just click off the video now, because this is not being political. This is not saying that one religion is right and other religions are wrong. And this is just a thought that maybe, a lot of religions could kind of somewhat relate to, right? Especially Christian, Catholic, maybe Jewish, maybe I could be wrong. I don't really know what other religions believe and practice, just because I haven't talked with enough people of other religions to know exactly, enough about the religion. So I'm trying to be as respectful about other people's religion as I possibly can. So just know I'm not here trying to say one person's right and the others are wrong, or say anything. I'm definitely not saying anything bad about any religions in any way, shape, or form. But so, I'm a Christian, Catholic, whatever. I was baptized in Christian church when I was like 13, and then I just got baptized in November of 2020 in the Catholic church, right? But on all due technicalities, Christian and Catholic are relatively the same thing. Now, they say for one, every day in the afterlife, whether it's heaven, purgatory, or other, like hell or whatever it is, it's one day is equal to like 1,000 years on earth, right? Like in our life, right? So think about this for a second. Jesus died on the cross 2021 years ago, right? And died, came back, and all that stuff, right? Now, a lot of people are waiting for Jesus to return to earth, right? Well, one day, they say that on the 7th day he returned, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they say that like on the 7th day he rose or returned, or I know this is bad for me being a Catholic, not knowing, like, remembering it exactly, but like on the 7th day or whatever with Jesus, right? Well, in all due reality, it's only been 2 days in heaven, because it's just been over just 2,000 years since he's left, right? But in his world, it's only been 2 days. So that means we have to wait another almost 5,000 years for Jesus to return to us here on earth, which none of us today are ever gonna be here. Nobody's even gonna know who the hell we are. And hell, I would say 90% of the stuff that's on this planet now will not even exist in 5,000 years. Like, I'll give you an example. My Ford Ranger would have been scrapped and melted down and turned into something else 100 times in the next 5,000 years. My dirt bike is probably going to be the same thing, scrapped, melted down, and made into something else another 50 to 100 times in the next 5,000 years. And then same things with these, paintings and clothes. Like, there's probably not going to really be any remnants of us today in 5,000 years, other than whatever's written in history books. basically, like, you know, of what we were like in today's day and age, who the presidents were like. We have history of saying that, you know, from George Washington being the first president, you know, all the way up to the president today, you know what I'm saying? That's history. But we don't really have any artifacts or whatever. I mean, we kind of do from, because that was only, what, 250 some odd years ago or something like that, when George Washington, but try doing that like 20 more times. That's only been 250 years. 10 times that amount would be 2,500. 20 times that would be 5,000 years. So in 5,000 years from now, we might not even have museums and all these other artifacts, but you don't know. We're not going to be here. But just think about that for a second, because one day in the afterlife is 1,000 years on Earth. And we're lucky enough to live the way that we are in the times that we are, but yet unfortunate enough to where, you know, if Jesus were to make his return, we are not lucky enough to be able to be in his presence when and if he actually does. But we might be lucky enough and blessed and whatever to be in his presence when we do leave this earth. But again, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. Be safe. Catch you on the flip side.